Hi, team leaders. Today one of your tasks is going to be to set up a shared Google document for you and your team, to be able to share the research that you're coming up with during class time. Google Docs really is about the easiest way to do that, so that everybody has access to one document and really kind of at the same time. Most of you have a Gmail account. One of the things you are going to need to check on is to see if the other members of your team have a Gmail account. If not, you will need to help them set one up quickly as well. Because unfortunately that is kind of one of the requirements of using Google Docs, is that you have a Gmail account. When you get on the internet and go to the Google home screen, there will be a black bar across the top that will kind of give you some menu options. One of them is images and maps, and one of them will be documents. You're going to want to click on that. If you haven't logged into Google yet, it will ask you to log in and enter your username and your password. And once you've logged in, then it will take you to this main Google Documents screen. Now they have kind of or are in the process of changing their formatting, and I'm going to kind of go use the classic view because that's one of the it's the view that I'm a little bit more familiar with. And so if you get a little box that says this is the new view, click on it to go back to the classic view. Once you get to the Google Documents main screen, you're going to want to click on the little reddish orange create button and select document, and then it's going to take you right to a screen that looks like a piece of paper, and it's going to have some basic editing options through the menu bar there, and it'll look very similar to using Word. Once you create the document or get into it, the first thing we want to do, of course, is to give your document a name. Makes it easier to find. Once you have once you've given it a name, the next thing we want to do is we need to share the document with the members of your team. Now, in order to do this, you are going to need their Gmail account. When you go to share it, you will go back to that same file menu, and that first option should be share. It's going to bring you to a screen. It's going to look like this. Now, you can see that I'm already in there under the email address of Gertrude and Rhonda, and I am noted as the owner of this document because I am creating it. And as you create the document and share it with your team, you're also going to need to share it with me, so you can kind of note that email. But it is the same as my Twitter account, just so you know. When in the box down below it says add people, this is where you're going to add your team member's email address, again along with mine, and then it will send an email to your team members so that they will have access and know where to go in order to get to the document. Now, once you add an email and you click share, those names and email addresses are going to pop up in the window there, and right now your file should be set to private, which is fine because the people who you have shared it with will have access, which will make it so that they can add the information they need to under the headings that they are researching. Once you get the document created and shared with your team members, I'm going to strongly suggest you go through and put the subject headings, those 7 subject headings that your group is researching for both Greece and Rome. And it probably wouldn't hurt as well as to put the name next to the heading as the person who is responsible for researching that topic. That will kind of make it a little bit easier for you as you come in as team leader and view the document, to be able to see who maybe is not quite getting their work done in a timely manner, and so you can kind of go and address that with them as team leader. The other thing that you can do with this document is, as other people are writing in it, it can be opened multiple times, and it will save the different versions that people are creating and kind of mesh them together, which is really kind of cool feature that the Google Docs has. The other thing that it's going to do is it's going to automatically save. So every 10-15 seconds, anytime there's a change made, it's going to automatically save that. So if for some reason the computer network goes down, computer shuts off, what work you have will be saved. The other thing that you can do with Google Docs is it's going to be a place for you to be able to leave comments. Okay, and in order to leave a comment, all you've got to do is highlight a section of text, right-click, and select comment, and it'll bring up a little box, and it'll have your name in it because you're the one leaving the comment. And this is going to be a place where you can give encouragement, say, hey, read through this, it looks good. Maybe ask a clarifying question if you're not really certain what point they're trying to get across with a certain segment of text. But to leave comments, encouraging and constructive comments that are going to ultimately be able to allow that person who's doing that section refine the comments and make sure that you guys have got, as a group, adequate information as you sit down to make your final determination of who's number one, Greece or Rome. So I hope this was helpful. Again, this will be part of your task today, is to create the document, share it with your group, create the headings, and then put the responsible party's name for each of those headings, and introduce this to your group so that they can start using it. And again, make sure you share it with me so that this will also be a way for me to be able to kind of keep track of the groups and make sure that we're making progress. So thanks again, and we'll talk to you next time in class.